job and a place to rest your head.
When they bloody let me rest my head.
Well, plenty don't even have that, have they?
When it comes to
What about all
magical
those
protection,
refugees?
I'd really
got
spare no
nothing.
expense.
What about them? You want them flooding in here, driving down our wages
If not
even
over,
more?
then through.
No.
Is that supposed to be a bar or an...
Open to it.
We could go for a walk.
You mustn't. The city is full of criminals. We can't let them know we're vulnerable. Fine.
You could start by standing on a ladder, so they can actually see you.
I wouldn't expect you to admit your nefarious allegiance. You lot are sworn to secrecy, aren't you?
Just let us go and we'll be out of your way.
I can go and get back up.
And do you think we're just going to sit here and wait for you and your hot friends?
Folders mouth someday.
Only just to review that awful fashion club you were wearing.
It sounds so pretty.
What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the Nightsong, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aelin, and you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Aelin. I meant no disrespect. I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selûne. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
I came to stop you, Larroakan.
My steel-hearted friend speaks true. Give me one good reason, Magus, why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Aelin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Selûne, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years? You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason.
It's over for you, wizard. You can't overpower both of us.
A pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally. You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. I have great plans for you, Dame Aelin. And if you will not go quietly, then you'll go kicking and screaming.
Magicians and their plans for Dame Aelin. Predictable, sadistic, flaccid.
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
No choice but to keep going.
No escape.
Never a dull moment.
Unleash me.
Done.
Still on my feet. Here we go again.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Open up.
Larroakan, you who would see me caged, you who would purchase my submission with profane gold. Let every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aelin is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty.
Open up.
Larroakan, I have responded out of respect to my counselor Balthazar, who advises me that you may prove a loyal ally in the coming fight. I understand you wish to know about the soul cage, which binds the Nightsong to me. details I cannot and will not provide, but the magic itself is necromantic in nature, designed by my aforementioned counselor. I hope your curiosity is satisfied.
Very well. Let's have a look.
Please, just let us go and we'll be out of your way.
You can go once we're
Here,
done.
you.
Look, Mama, look! It's so pretty!
Stories! Get them right here! The
Conversation with Archduke Gortash.
What's he got to say?
Interviews, politics, gossip. All of it gets in that bloody Baldur's Mouth rag. Except...
Charmed, I'm sure.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You've seen much of the book, but its most powerful secrets are guarded by indecipherable glyphs. Without a key, they may be locked away forever.
Transcript of a conversation.
I'm apoplectic, furious. Frankly, I'm puzzled. Maya Fortio. Maya Fortio.
Easy peasy. Especially food. They'll happily eat anything you put in front of them.
How about this?
There are traps about. Traps. How considerate. Someone's left a trap out for us.
unlock hereby the path to the Elminster Vault.
Hardly a challenge.
The pages are covered in esoteric symbols and strange runes, some indecipherable but some strangely familiar. Your eyes are drawn to one page, describing a long-lost book, The Necromancy of Thay. There are secrets of life and death known only to red wizards. Committing such secrets to parchment is a risk they are loath to take, lest the unworthy gaze upon them. Who better, then, to guard their secrets than the spirits of the jealous dead themselves? To look upon the necromancy of Thay is to risk madness at the hands of its spirits. But the wise traveler who can tread the line between life and death will find knowledge witnessed by few mortals. The rest of the entry details the precautions and risks associated with reading the text, but lays out a clear path to unraveling the secrets contained in this tome. Boy.
Yes, please.
Set foot in a restricted area. A swift exit may be in order.
Oh, so sorry. I thought this was the way to the latrines. I'll be off then.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Or some more cunning. Moving ahead.
God, stinks! Mum, if I were at Lava Elementary, I would be a job in a restaurant.
What's he got to say for himself?
Lots of talk about the brilliant future of the world. City of Steel and Justice.
Don't touch me. Ready and willing. The coward's route.
The book radiates power, but the words you read in the codex echo in your mind, guiding your eyes safely across the page. The once indecipherable glyphs now feel dangerously familiar, promising unholy power to those who can take it.
I'm going to read on and wrest the book's power from it.
As you pass the strange glyphs, you can feel the book resisting. Ghostly voices whisper at you from the dark, probing and fighting your mind. But your will is iron, and you brush past these shades of the past, devouring every secret the book has to offer. You see now life and death are malleable as clay, to be bent and reshaped by your will, by your power. But as you close the book, a nagging doubt whispers in your mind. What consequences will there be for calling the dead from their rest?
No one back home will ever believe this. What path lies before me? Always at your side.
It is not in a Githyanki's nature to say thank you. Our language doesn't even have a phrase for it. Kraith Khan Jan is the closest equivalent I know. May your enemies know agony. But after releasing me from Orin's grip, there is only one proper response. Thank you. Sincerely.
You're welcome.
Well, good then. Let's carry on.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Join me.
A bit crowded, don't you think? You'll need to swap out someone if you want me.
Gale could do with the rest.
Lead the way, then. My faith will guide me. This way. Wounds begone.
Vincere, vivere.
Looking ahead. Already feeling better.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
Would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
Take Shadowheart's place.
Magical. So, shall we?
Don't waste a step.
Boo is overjoyed with our victory. Another den of evil vanquished, and an old foe defeated. Well, Viconio was a friend for a short time beforehand, but then a foe once more. Yes, Boo, a most wicked witch. The very mention of her name gives him nightmares to this day.
What did she do to him?
Boo and Minsk have traveled far and wide, and met many fine and not so fine people. It will surprise you to learn that even the wisest of friends do not always recognize Boo for what he is.
A miniature giant space hamster?
Exactly! Betrayal was a cruel witch, but a clever one. She knew what Boo was right away, and she had never seen his like before. She wished to inspect his handsome magnificence, and so she did. One night, while he lay asleep, twitching his whiskers in happy dreams, she crept upon his tiny bedroll holding a knife as slim as a toothpick. She meant to spill his miniature guts and study them.
I'm surprised you didn't kill her there and then.
I did not get the chance. Boo never sleeps deeply while evil is near. He sprang into action and almost blinded the witch. She had fled from our camp by morning, when Boo told me the whole tale over a breakfast of berries and nuts. Another ball spawn buried by our hand. Ball should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashomon winter.
I'd like to know a little more about you.
Minsk is an open book, with many pretty pictures.
Have you and Jaheira always had such a quarrelsome relationship?
We have. Is it not wonderful?
Do you even know what quarrelsome means?
To irk your friend so that she wishes to fill you with some crossbow quarrels, but knowing she never will for fear of hitting your hamster. There is no need for sweet words between companions such as we. Too often those are the weapons of flatterers and frauds. But she who will beat you about the head with the cold and pointy truth, that is a true Wicklaren.
For such a sacred title, you hand it out pretty freely. First Dynahor, now Jaheira.
You suggest that Minsk uses the term lightly? Simply leaps from Dynahor to Jaheira with no caring for the custom itself? An unworthy thought. And wrong. In between, there was also Eri, my second witch. She needed a protector, and Boo suggested that it might as well be Minsk. And when she went her own way, Minsk and Boo set to thinking. There is power in the Wicklaren bond. Far too much to be wasted on weeping. To use that power to serve the living does not sully the dead. It honors them.
It's sweet that you and Jaheira still have one another after all this time.
A hero is only as good as the friends they have at their back. This is why Boo favors this spot just above my buttocks.
When our minds mingled, I saw some strange things.
Oh? The mind of Minsk is a simple place. Of what strangeness do you speak?
The memories resurface. A lifetime of battles blurring into one. A single constant is Minsk. launching into the fray no matter the foe, be they god, monster, or man. It seems just the barest glimpse of what the man before you has seen and done, but enough to know that he has no right to still be alive.
Ah, wait! That look in your eye. I know exactly what visions of Minsk you have seen to cause you such wonder. My pants. Thrice laced in the Rashomar style, so that a berserker might split skulls without fear of splitting breeches too. They are fiendishly complex, but fear not for Minsk. With training, he has learned to master the many little knots.
Never mind your pants. You've walked between planes? What gods? I want to say you are literally too dumb to be breathing, but that's so mean. I'm not going to say that.
Well, as have you, no? Do not forget that when you gaze into Minsk, Minsk also gazes into you. We both fight evil, wherever it is found. The who and where are less important than the hamsters you meet along the way. On this matter of sharing memories, I see no reason for us to worry at one another's worms. If there is more we wish to know, we can simply ask, no?
Of course, a warrior speaks their mind instead of reading others.
Exactly so! If I must peer into the mind of my enemy, I use an axe. For friends, there is ale. No, my friend. If you fear you have a question that Minsk cannot answer, then you can simply ask Boo.
Follow me.
Miniature as Boo is, he is also giant. You will need to make room for us, my friend.
Take Karlak's place.
Minsk and Boo stand ready. Just tell us where to do it.
Something good here, I hope.
Every kicked buttock, another step on the path.
Best get going.
Sleep with one eye open, evil. Maybe both.
No time to rest.
Justice, truth, and a virtuous boot.
I got a boo.
At least things have stayed interesting. All right.
Transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gortash.
What's he got to say for himself?
Time to press ahead.
Also has
You're not staying in a brothel. Philip's the tongue.
Let's go to Khan's She has the most fabulous scent. It's perfect for a shirt.
Gortash invented the steel watch?
this armor was
No, he merely offered patronage.
You told me the armor was
Gondians
involved.
built the steel watch.
What you were doing in the house?
Well,
Let's see what this does.
down the door, because it's...
The guard is fast asleep.
Bathed in a tendy. Ate all the onions.
I'm going to listen closely to the guards babbling.
Old man Otto. Back here again. Cell stinks like an old cabbage. 3 bowls of the stew.
Excuse me?
What now? Goodness, how embarrassing. I had a heavy lunch. Welcome to Wyrm's Rock Prison, the 5th Nail Wee Jail. What's your business?
I'm here to see old man Otto. He's my father.
Your father? Not much of a family resemblance. Well... Second cell on the right. And you tell him, no seconds for supper. This here's a prison, not an inn. Hang on, I'll let you through. Well, in you go.
And don't feed the prisoners. Make them cocky.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Let's move. These boots have seen everything.
That's curious.
What's in here? Wish I had a bag of holding. I'll give it a shot.
The Wyrm's lair. Incredible. The legends were true, and we've marked our place among them. We'll prove our worth with unrested swords and meet the dragon. The good dragon, or so we pray. God's bless our endeavor. God's bless our endeavor.
The statue before you bears a familiar likeness. It is Balderan, the celebrated adventurer who founded the city of Baldur's Gate.
Peril floods my province. The palisades fall, the earth does tremble. The servants of shadow and blood assemble. Beyond lies the grand Wyrm, deep in slumber, awaiting a true hero's advent, should my domain drown in torment. Be you the deluge, turn away. Be you the hero, answer true. Are you worthy?
Poetic nonsense. There is no war and no savior.
I'm going to examine this statue. What magic may be at work?
You sense neither life nor spirit within the statue. A powerful variant of magic mouth has been cast on it, allowing it to speak only recorded messages.
What are you? What is this place?
The statue gives no response.
I am worthy. Open the way.
Ancient Ansor, hear me. A champion is proclaimed. The test begins. Let your judgment follow.
2 centuries walking the streets, and I never knew this was under them. What other wonders have I missed?
A champion burns bright, even when rushing waters and moaning winds threaten to extinguish the flames. Take the torch. Withstand the elements. Prove your courage.
I'm going to take the torch.
To arms! Wait, no. To swords! My blade will be the decider of sides.
Puritans.
Blood comes easy these days.
Kicking for goodness! Says Boo, even a dull blade will break your bones. walking, for goodness!
Let's have some courage.
Where do I go from here?
Weep if you wish. Minsk will not judge.
I'm ready. Time to see what new horror's waiting for us.
Should mind my step. Seems simple enough.
A puzzle, is it?
A true champion knows justice and eliminates those who stand in its way. Restore the balance of justice.
The apple. The painting depicts a red-haired man stealing a shiny apple from a cart in an open-air market. You know this market, the Wide, where Baldur's Gate citizens and visitors gather to conduct trade and wax political. The child, a red-haired man, is portrayed with his cloak's hood lowered, giving an apple to a smiling urchin. Several other children are huddled behind the one receiving the apple, hands outstretched. The induction. A red-haired man is depicted in hushed conversation with a dark-haired woman. She wears a cloak with an unusual symbol on it, tally marks totaling the number 9. The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact.
What a day.
The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
The theft. A red-haired man is depicted in the Hall of Wonders, thieving what looks to be a priceless artifact. It's an astrolabe of entrapment. It could hold a dozen djinn within it, perhaps even more.
Never a dull moment. Here goes nothing.
The chase. A red-haired man is depicted running through the city streets, a flaming fist officer chasing just behind. A cloaked woman, hair dark as a raven, looks on from a safe distance.
Can't slow down.
The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby.
The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them somehow. I have something to ask.
Away! Behold, the paintings tell the tale. My judgment is rendered. The thief earns his due.
The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them somehow. The shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them somehow. Is that blood? No, never mind.
Careful, I bite.
Still breathing, despite everything. shadows are blocking me. I need to get rid of them somehow. Here we go.
The judgment. A stern judge, his pockets full of coin, orders a red-haired man to the gallows. A shiny apple rests on the ground nearby.
Moving in.
Which way to the nearest library? Quite ready for you.
No one stopped me yet. With haste. Two of us.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Join me.
Your dance card is full. Lose a partner and there'll be room for me.
Gale could do with a rest.
Lead the way then. What's next, I wonder?
What to do?
The hanging. A red-haired man is depicted hanging from a gallows as a crowd looks on. You notice a child in the crowd, a falling tear leaving a trail on his cheek. Freedom. A red-haired man walks the streets of Baldur's Gate, clad in a billowing cloak. You catch a glimpse of a sly smile beneath his hood, and a golden coin in his hand. The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him. The cell. A stern prison guard slides a warm meal into the thief's cell. The red-haired man has a 10-day left to serve, judging by the scratchings on the wall behind him.
You banished the dishonorable judge and applied lex talionis, the principle of the sentence being proportional to the crime. You are a paragon of justice. Proceed.
Best be on my way.
Don't get comfortable, Miss Minsk. We're leaving.
Thirst in my heart.
What's on your mind?
Join me, why don't you? There's plenty of adventure to be had.
I'd be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course.
Take Shadowheart's place.
Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. Hope your soul is in.
Last board. Why, this might just be the highlight of our misadventures to date. Lost in thought. Certainly.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. One day I'll catch a break. Better not be cursed.
The 5-Year War by Torwin Bass. The war was, in truth, nothing short of a tragedy. It began as a mild altercation between the sanguine sons of the Aiello and Vida families regarding, if you can believe it, the proper ownership of a sheep farm. Over the course of 3 seasons, full-blown conflict had erupted between Baldur's Gate and Victon, a pointless war leaving both cities with nothing but 1,000 youthful corpses to show for it.
Anything of use?
Oh, hold still, will you?
What now?
Woohoo! Oh, that's the opening of a Hell's Gate. Where is it? Oh, shoot. My life has been a long succession of pleasures to see my town take to my ideas and cease legal discrimination of local orcs, to see my fight against hard living conditions in cities' factories take off, to have the chance to see a new generation take to these ideas of a better, kinder, fairer, intelligent world and run with it to new reaches of the continent. It is not a life without struggle, however, and I shall regret its failures. My old friend Sulto comes to mind, who adopted such cruel ideologies later in life. I will forever console myself to the idea that such a brilliant mind would only conceive to such theories under the strain of exile and the promise of reinstatement as she ultimately was. This text roots its subject on a Baldarian, a sailor of exquisite renown who founded the city of Baldur's Gate many years ago. The prose is colorful but a little too self-satisfied round the edges, and the novel would be unremarkable but for one small entry about halfway through. Baldarian who claimed a guardian and a friend. Answer. Bright were Answer's scales, and brighter still his breath. Yet after a betrayal too piercing to recount here in worthy detail, Answer fled beneath the stone, thereby changing the name of the region he now slumbers under to match his draconic lineage.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. On my way.
An insightful decision, the Tree of Peace bore lasting fruit. Proceed. I slay Sulto.
With courage does the hero march. Fettered by the taxing chains of fear, a stalwart soul must ever persevere. With insight does the hero choose. Guidance born of ancient wisdom proven. Peace, not strife, the undenied conclusion. With justice does the hero rule. Lead not the guiltless lamb to bloody slaughter, nor cleanse the lion's sins in sacred water. With strategy does the hero scheme. A cunning mind, 100 steps ahead, your allies close, your rivals stunned in dread. Worthy you are found. Go forth, hero, seize your fate, and rise, great Wyrm, heart of the gate.
Hells. The Great Wyrm is nothing but bone and memories. What's hiding here?
The dragon's spirit floods your mind and memory in a great torrent of power. He is with you. He is within you. He is you. The next words that spill from your mouth are not yours, but the worm's.
I am Ansor, heart of the gate, butchered in flesh, risen in spirit.
I'm going to search my mind for what possesses it.
Ansor wends his way through your mind like an unstoppable river. Your body is unmoving, yet thought flows effortlessly between you. The spirit pauses, and you feel the astral prism stir. Ansor senses the Emperor's presence within it.
Answer me, Facey. Why have you come?
I mean you no harm, just let me go.
A deep sigh resonates within you. torrent stills, only disturbed by the dragon's next words.
Brack, my words aren't meant for you. They're meant for him.
The Emperor stirs in the astral prison, then in you. Calm, curious, and detached.
Your presence has stirred me, as it ever did. I am awakened. Answer. It's been too long.
He called you Balderan?
A name I once answered to. A name I did not expect to hear again. Least of all from the mouth of an old friend. Friend. Yes. And more. Until you killed me. Have you come to dance on my bones, Balderan? Was slaying me not satisfaction enough? Satisfaction? No. You left me no choice. You had every choice. You were becoming illithid. I offered you merciful death. You chose to fight. And now you bring your thrall before me. How far has the great Balderan fallen?
Thrall? I am no thrall.
Stillness. Ansur's consciousness hovers just above yours, searching, seeing.
Dear Ansur, enough! I gave you everything, Balderan. And you repaid me in slaughter. It is time I return the favor. Let my bones rise and the storms gather. Witness Balderan. The final tempest has come. I am the heart of the gate. I am the one who roars. This time, you will not escape it.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Tormented!
Charge! But charge quietly.
Tormented!
Well, so much for peace. Nothing important is ever easy. Swift as my feet can carry me. You picked the wrong friend.
Tormented!
takes from who?
Survival is all that matters.
This is good. Outmaneuver them. Tormented!
Tempest rages!
Quickly! Or we shall have to find another mount.
Can't even catch my breath. One day, I'll catch a break.
Shall we cut and run? A better position. Tormented!
Charge! But charge quietly.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Miss this. The dance begun.
Balduran, what have you done?
I'm sore. I never thought I'd see him again.
So it's true? You're Balduran?
I was. Now, I am much, much more. But it seems you are more interested in my past.
You literally founded Baldur's Gate. Of course I'm interested.
Such sentimentality. Very well. It's like I always told you. I was just like you. An adventurer who yearned for greatness. And in mortal terms, I achieved it. As captain of the Wandering Eye, I acquired enough gold to found Baldur's Gate. I stayed for a while to watch my city grow. But it was not enough. I grew restless again. The sea called to me, and I ran to her with open arms. Life at sea was not easy. Our last adventure was ruinous. My ship was destroyed, my crew lost, but my spirit was far from broken. I was determined to return in triumph once again. I heard of treasure in Moonrise. I strove to find it. What I found was an illithid colony, where I acquired a tadpole much like yours, and became a mind flayer, enthralled to the Elder Brain. It was Ansor who found me. Ansor who pulled me from the Brain's domination. Ansor who brought me home. He sought to cure me of my sickness, called on every healer he could find, nearly broke his spirit in the attempt. But he failed to understand. I wanted no healing. I was not sick.
Don't you feel bad about killing the one who saved you?
Of course I do. More so because it was Ansor. Even after he had exhausted all possibility of reversing my condition, he still clung to hope. I tried to convince him of my reality. I was on the cusp of greatness beyond my wildest dreams. But all he could see was a mind flayer. It came to me as I slept. A mercy killing in his mind. I saw the tears. I felt his grief. I had no choice but to kill him first. It was an act of self-preservation.
Being an illithid really worth the loss of a friend?
Put simply, yes. And being alive even more so. Do not think that I am ignorant of what I have lost. I may not regret my actions, but I do regret that they were necessary. While the past is beyond my influence, the present is not. It is time we move on. One netherstone remains. We must find it before the brain breaks free.
Keep your distance, darling.
Evil hides, and Boo seeks.
Weave, save me. I cannot take much more.
Swift as my feet can carry me. We get along quite well, I think.
Ansur is dead.
I think we're missing something here.
There'll be no great tempest roaring through the skies, no dragon redeemer to save us.
What hope, then, for Baldur's Gate? Without the Great Worm's aid, is the city doomed to fall?
You braved the Worm's lair, seeking a savior. Yet it was you, all of you, who vanquished the undead abomination which Unsur became. You are more powerful than you understand. It is you who are the Tempest. It is you who are the heart of the gate.
You're right. We are the warriors who'll slay the Absolute. We are the guardians who'll defend this fair city.
It would have been nice to have a dragon on our side.
Perhaps. But we will still smite the brain, and still be hailed as champions. I could even claim my father's own ducal title, and carry his banner after this. Grand Duke Will Ravengard, Marshal of the Flaming Fist, the city's truest defender.
I fear your lust for power could get the better of you. You're a hero, not a politician.
You're right. I fought to right the wrongs of the coast, to slay the monsters that hunt the helpless. What good is a champion who puts himself above the people? What good am I as a politician just out of reach? There will be no Grand Duke Will Ravengard, and there will be no Blade of Frontiers. I am now the Blade of Avernus. For as long as demons and devils imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey.
Hail the Blade of Avernus!
A calm settles over you. The Elder Brain is a menace, but with the Blade of Avernus at your side, you know you will triumph.
So, the Blade of Frontiers is dead. Long live the Blade of Avernus. I just hope he stays focused on battling infernal forces. The undead have it hard enough already.
So you unlocked the necromancy of Thay. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes. No. I'm not sure. It is full of terrible secrets, including Cazador's bloody right to profane ascension. But it told me nothing new. Then again, it was filled with otherworldly power, which I am more than happy to wield to my advantage.
Can we talk about the two of us?
I'm all pointy ears, my love.
Could I kiss you?
There is nothing I'd like more. I do rather like that, you know.
No traps, please.
Dear Answer, I've said it 1,000 times and I'll say it again. There is no cure. And that's all right. I'm fine. More than fine. I'm better than I've ever been. So why torture yourself like this? Of course I know why. Remember Yal Tengril? You and I sailed together for months seeking the Great Spire, By the time we found it, we were sick as dogs, but you never left my side, not for a moment, even though you could have simply chosen to fly. You told me there was something about experiencing it with me, through my eyes. You wanted to share my passage for the adventure. It was, you said, a privilege. The truth is, the privilege was mine. You are the greatest thing that has ever happened to me, Answer. I never had to ask you for anything, but now I'm asking you to stop. I may no longer feel my feelings, but I know yours, and yours are agony. It doesn't have to be this way. Be free, Answer. Fly, and know that even if I'm not beside you, I will always have been your Boulder Ann.
Another day, another dungeon.
Still alive, so that's progress. Another step forward. What's inside? Always room for more?
Wyrm's tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it. Wyrm's tempest and his roar hurtle through you. Ansur's essence still lives within the helm, instilling you with power for as long as you wear it.
Justice walks on 4 feet and sleeps in my boot. You cannot hide, evil! Who smells your bubbling guts a mile away?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Breathe deep and move.
they going to
Let's
arrest
rehearse
us?
this one more time.
They throw us in
Pretend
jail.
I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the
Calm
house.
down, dear.
Well,
It won't happen, I swear.
Give up a kidney for a tool to steal our foundries.
My tools can fix anything.
Imagine seeing you watch a